All right, welcome back, Triton Trojan fans. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Gavin, Greer, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. As our boys varsity team get ready to get underway against HNAC rival LaVille, as they'll open up here for the 55th annual TCU Bi-County basketball tournament between these two here. Earlier this evening, we saw the girls winning 33-23 as they'll face Glenn, who won 65-62 over Oregon Davis. New Prairie lost to Argus by a score of 52-37, and Culver lost to Bremen 38-19. So the girls will get to play Thursday night.
Thursday night at 8 o'clock back in this gym since they won. LaVille and any of the other loser brackets will play in the auxiliary gym at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow night, the boys' JV game. Boys, since they won, the JV keeps going, so they will be back here at 8 o'clock, playing Glenn, I believe.
So there's the matchup for that. LaVille coming in with a 6-4 record, 3-1 in the HNAC, averaging 55 points a game while allowing 51 points per game. For Triton, 6-4 on the season, 2-1 in the HNAC play. The only difference in win there is they have beaten Pioneer, but LaVille has lost to North Judson. They lost to Argus in an overtime game. Triton's averaging 51 points per game while allowing 39.8. So we'll see what that defense can do. Gavin and I were talking. It's going to be a good game tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you what, Gavin, it's going to come down to who wants it more. And as far as who wins the turnover battle, I think is going to win this ball game.
Yeah. We're going to have to really show up on defense tonight and limit their shooters. I think today's going to be a real good game for Jared Bules and Tyler Heckaman. I think Tyler's going to be able to really use his size, and Jared's going to be able to use his scrappiness.
And that's one thing we're going to have to keep an eye on. Austin Dove stands that 6'4" frame. So the height-wise, we're kind of similar, but a lot of their guys are all over 6 foot. And with us having 8 players on the floor, we have 4 players over 6 foot or taller. Everybody else is 5'10" and shorter as far as it's listed. But you look at what we're going to be able to do. The guys are going to have to step up big. It's going to have to come down. They're going to have to stay out of foul trouble, but they're going to have to be smart with the basketball, and they can't get their emotions in it too quick because, like I said, 8 players, they can't get into foul trouble and cost themselves.
Yeah.
Kenny, for you on the other side, what would you be preparing to get ready to go against LaVille? It's similar record. We're at their house, so they have the edge. Where would you be leaning towards?
You're kind of used to this. Haven't played them yet this year. Some of these other matchups that they have. Biggest thing is come out here and get a good start. Don't just fumble around. You try to get that first quick basket and keep going. And then, like I said, with just the 8 players, because that is locked for the rousters, for the JV or varsity. Once you put them on those rousters, they're locked. So, but these 8 are the main 8 that do play on this varsity team. So you still have that people that can sub in and not really lose anything. So yeah, here we're getting the starting lineups here for the Trojans.
So Gavin, who we got starting for both teams?
For LaVille, we have Connor Westafer, is that how you say it?
Westafer.
Bobby Good, Andrew Dill, Austin Dove, and Jimmy Fisher. For Triton, we have Ashton Oviedo, Jared Bules, Tyson Yates, Tyler Heckaman, and Keegan Westafer.
So there's the starting lineups for both teams. And like I said, LaVille, it's gotten a little more crowded in here. They gotten a little bit noisier. You got to believe that head coach, Michael Edison, has a group that's going to come out and battle, but Jason Groves. This will be a fun battle, a chess match between these two guys. Student section is with it tonight. That's kind of nice. They're right there. One there back here on defense for this first half. The student section will be down there helping. So, hey, you got to have the student section. It's awesome to see the Triton fans all travel real well, and especially the students, and a lot of those JV players traveling well here tonight. So here we go. Coach Edison taking on Coach Groves. Gavin, I got a bit of trivia here for you. Where does Coach Groves rank in the all-time titles in the Bi-County tournament?
Number 113 through the tournament? Or
Yeah,
do you mean
where does he rank in as far as most wins, most championship wins?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I want to say second.
Close, third. But 4 title wins for Triton boys, and Coach Groves being the coach for all 4 of them. So Tyler Heckaman and Dove are going to get this one underway here from Dale Cox Gymnasium at LaVille High School for the 55th annual TCU Bi-County Tournament. Ball's up, and we're underway. Zarnecki's got it, and he'll work it past the half-court line. Near side, goes on over here to Dill. Dill back on top to Dove. Working it around, back to Zarnecki here on the near side. Zarnecki kicks it on over, shot by Bobby Good. It's too strong off the back iron, slapped away. Shot back up by Dill is up and in. And the home team's on the board first. Oh, excuse me, it was Zork. I was going Zarnecki, my bad. That was Zork, my bad. Zarnecki's out with an injury for LaVille. As Tyler Heckaman's got it up top the key. Tipped away, Bules recovers. Triton needing to answer right back here. Goes back to Heckaman. Heckaman, the big man, back on top to Oviedo. Oviedo kicks it to Bules. Bules now cycling back on top, goes down to Westafer in the left wing. Big man trying to get freed up as Yates down the corner. He'll try to go baseline, get pushed out. No call there on the push out by Good. Dill on the fast break. On top, quickly on over. Wazorek now, and they're going to say Oviedo got him on the reach.
Did a good job of filling into the spot guarding his man. Just had to watch his hand there. Didn't get too much contact.
So Wazorek with the basketball up on top, goes it to Dill on the right side. Dill now on the near side, goes on over up top. They're going to work it around the perimeter. Good works it on over. Wazorek goes down low and up and in there for Jimmy Fisher. LaVille's got a 4-point lead. Yates quickly to Oviedo. Oviedo back to Bules. Big thing for these guys down the offensive end is keep your composure, forget that scoreboard, and just run your offense. Heckaman now has the size mismatch. He'll drive, kicks out to Oviedo. He got the man to bite. 3 balls up. Too strong. Heckaman can't get position on the rebound as they're now on the attack. Dove now on the drive. He goes up strong and gets the ball to drop. Foul's going to be on Oviedo, and that's a big hurt there for Triton as Oviedo's got 2 team fouls. They got 2 personal fouls. So Oviedo in foul trouble here within the first couple minutes of the ball game.
I think John Gardner coming in now is going to be good for us. Gives us a little bit of height and size with his arms on defense.
So guys on the floor as Heckaman elevates and not take away that rebound. So someone's going to have to step up. You got plenty of scoring threats out there. They're just going to have to answer the call here now. Yates now to Bules on the right side. Bules gets it tipped away, and they're on the attack, and it's going to be, and slams it home there for Austin Dove.
Yeah, this is not what the Trojans need to see coming out of the gate, being down 8-0 here this early into this contest.
8-0 run for the Lancers, who are favored by 5 according to John Harrell, following that slam by Dove. All the momentum is clearly with the home team. Gavin, what would you be telling the guys down there in that huddle to kind of get back into this one?
You need to wake up. You have to play better on offense. Can't let your passes get tipped. Let them take it all the way down for a slam dunk like that. You have to be working yourself back onto the defensive end, trying to get a stop.
And they may be a bigger, taller team, but the one thing we're trying to have is the advantage. This is where the chess match is going to happen. You're going to have to beat them with those little things, and those things are what's going to give you a chance in this ball game. They're going to have to be on top and really do a good job of. I mean, they're going to have to do the little things well. Got to limit those turnovers, or those 2 quick turnovers really hurt them there, as LaVille has capitalized with 2 buckets off those turnovers. Yates now at the basketball. Past the half-court line. Works back, goes to Heckaman. Heckaman on the right wing. He'll go. Gardner now. Kicks it to Bules. He'll dial long range. Just off the mark to the right. As Good gets the rebound, goes up to Wazorek. Wazorek to Dill. Dill dial long range. Gets that one to drop. An 11-0 run to start the game out for the Lancers. Triton needs to answer. Yates now, hands off to Bules. Bules to Westafer, almost gets it tipped away by Dill. Westafer now works over to Bules in the left wing. Bules now, trying to get some separation from Fisher. Goes to Westafer. Keegan in the corner now. Goes to Heckaman, almost knocked away. The big man kicks to Gardner. Quickly to Yates. Yates will go on the drive. Floaters up, and they can't get the call there. And they're going to say Triton goes to the line on the blocking foul on the shot.
That's good there. Catch him unset, get the foul on, get two right. That's considered shooting foul. Okay. 2 chances at the line.
So Yates has a chance to lift the lid here for Triton. You can't get that lid to come off. Triton. As Quentin Amsden comes in, the spark plug comes off the bench. We'll see what spark he can provide here. Yates now with it. Gets it to drop. So Triton's on the board, trailing by 10. We'll see if that can stop the bleeding. Wazorek with the basketball. He's up top. Goes on over to Dill in the left wing. Dill to Fisher. Fisher on over. Good will try another 3. Gets that one to drop. And they have only missed 1 field goal on the night. Quentin Amsden now. Q will drive. Goes the hop step. Bounces back. Gives it back to Yates. Yates directing traffic. Wants to go to Heckaman. Heckaman goes baseline. Throws it out high to Quentin Amsden. Amsden loses it. And it's a fight for the basketball as they're going to get a foul there. And that's going to be on good. Yates now receives the inbound. Big thing for Triton, hold your composure here. We know we're facing a tough opponent. Right here is where the game you need to stand tall. Gardner gets into trouble and he'll lose the basketball on another big turnover. As Wazorek now past the half-court line. Goes to Fisher, to Dill. The Dill now goes with the drive, kicks out, releases. Goes to Dove, far side with Wazorek. No look pass, Fisher steps back for 3. Gets it to drop.
Yeah, when you've only missed 1 field goal attempt the whole evening, it's kind of hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Amsden keeps his dribble, goes back to Westafer. He's down low, tries to go up strong. Keegan can't buy a basket on the other end. The Lancers defending their home court well here in the first quarter. Wazorek to Dill, and it's blocked by Yates. And Westafer's going to get knocked to the ground on the thing by Heckaman in the fight for the basketball. And it's going to stay here with LaVille.
Right there, just need to keep their heads up, know where your teammate is.
So good now to inbound. Goes to Dove, close to the far sideline. Wazorek trying to get free from Quentin Amsden. No look pass on top. Good, tries another 3, in and out. There's their first missed 3-pointer. Dill gets the rebound away from Yates. Dill pulls up, puts it in. And timeout for Triton. Coach Groves is not happy at all.
They have 3 left.
They have 3 left, okay. Marking it down somewhere now?
No, just no.
Okay. I'm not going to stand up. I wonder if that's maybe I'm superstitious.
You want the chair back?
We
did good with me standing.
Yeah, we better have you stand up. I'm superstitious here. Oh. I'm superstitious.
Do have to thank LaVille for letting us use the Crow Nest again
Gavin.
tonight.
You're good.
Okay, so we'll see if me sitting down, I'll sit down. That could be a problem. It's like you ever seen the movie Celtic Bride? You never saw Celtic? Oh, that's a good. You gotta watch that one.
Okay.
Well, see, there's one point in there where the bad luck guy shows up, and the whole thing, they got everybody standing up and switching seats in there, trying to beat the Jazz in the finals, which that matchup never happened in the finals. So down 18, Gavin, 250. This is going to be a steep hill for them to climb back into. How do you climb back in that with a key player like Ashton Oviedo on the bench?
You're going to want to get your other shooters going. You're going to want to use some screens. We haven't really used screens yet today. We haven't really been getting our shooters open. Been just trying to force it down low. I tried to set up shooters going onto the corners, trying to get open shots quickly. Then draw the defense out of the paint, try to kick it down there to Tyler, get him going down low.
I mean, it's going to have to take something because, I mean, with the length by those 3 forwards, Triton's having a hard time dealing with it. Bules now pulls it back. Wazorek on him. Westafer gets it. Tries to drop to Heckaman, but can't get that one to work. And Amsden comes away with it. Quentin Amsden on the fast break. He'll go up strong and try to draw the fouls. He'll hit the deck hard. And Heckaman tries to come back and follow up with a dunk. So Quentin Amsden to the line. Foul's going to be on, you say 34?
I think 34.
It's going to be on Dove.
Yep.
So Quentin Amsden now back to the line. Amsden can't get that one to drop, and it's going to go out on good, and Triton gets it back. So, big thing here. Okay, so that's when I talk about the little things. That's a little thing right there. Okay, we got the ball back. Those little victories we're going to have to capitalize, and every possession down on the floor, we're going to have to capitalize on that. Westafer gets a good look inside, up off, and gets the friendly roll. I'm going to stay sitting down because we've gotten 3 points since I've sat down. Wazorek now pulls it back. Wazorek dials long range. He gets that one to drop. Well, it didn't help on defense. Gardner inbounds to Quentin Amsden. Now it's going to have to be full throttle from here on to the end of the fourth quarter. And Oviedo with those 2 fouls, very dangerous. He's going to look to check in, and a couple other Lancers will as well. Gardner drives, trying to get space, goes to Heckaman. Heckaman against Fisher. Bules cycling up top. Heckaman picks his dribble up, goes to Gardner, and Gardner goes too far past the basketballs of Wazorek there, and Gardner's going to try to keep it away from going in. And some frustration in the communication as the 20-point lead now back up for LaVille.
Was that on, where's that?
Wazorek.
Yep.
Quentin Amsden with the crossover. Trying to find someone to get freed up. LaVille's doing an outstanding job on defense, needs to find a way to penetrate it. Westafer now double team, goes back to Gardner. Gardner now. Can't keep driving into nowhere, got to drive with purpose. Westafer down to Heckaman. He'll go against Dove. Heckaman goes up strong and can't get the roll. Good with the rebound, now they're going to be on the fast break again. Wazorek to Dove. Back to Wazorek, on over far side to Dill. Big thing for Triton. Okay, we're down on the scoreboard. Big thing now is keep your composure, regroup, and come back and fight. Because, I mean, there's a lot of basketball to be played left, and they can go on a big run here. If they go on like a 10-point run, they're back in this.
Yeah. Just have to have faith in themselves.
So as Wazorek has it, he's just going to kind of hold the ball and just wait. They're kind of letting that clock drain all the way down. 10 seconds now, and now they're going to get going. Dill now. He'll go back to Wazorek. To Good. Back to Wazorek. He'll dial long range. Back iron, no good. Rebound's going to go. No shot at the end there. That's going to be in the first quarter, 24-4. LaVille's out in front. LaVille shooting 6 of 7 from 2-point range, 4 of 7 from beyond the arc.
All right, there for the Trojans. There, Keegan having those 2 points. And then Tyson Yates and Amsden each having a single point. Oviedo with those 2 fouls, and looked like he was going to be checking back in here on that for the second quarter. For Lancers, Dill, 7 points. Can never pronounce his name. Wazorek, 5. Fisher's 5.
I'm good standing.
4, and Good with 3. And there they got about 3 players there, each with a single foul. Team stats.
I'm good standing.
2 of 4 for free throws. LaVille missed their single attempt there. 2-pointers. Triton are 1 of 3, or 6 of 7 for LaVille. There was just 5-1 on the turnover ratio, but still they've been able to capitalize on all those, all 5 of those turnovers.
So those turnovers, and then the 3-pointer, and then of course the momentum shift with the dunk. Triton's going to have a big, tall hill to climb. Gavin, how do you climb back into a deficit like this?
You go out, you play more intense than you were. On defense and offense, we were just out there. We weren't really showing the mindset of wanting to win this game. We were just passing around, standing on defense. You go out there and you hit them in the mouth. You make them lose their game plan. You make them play your game now.
I mean, you got to go out and you got to stun them. I think that, like you said right there, go out and get them right in the teeth to start it off. You got to go ahead and put that dagger in early to kind of get them to kind of back up, as Coleman and Doyle both checking in for the Lancers. Oviedo's back in, and Tyson Yates is as well. So the big thing for these guys, if they're too big, attack the basket, draw the fouls. Oviedo trying to find his way through, and he'll travel. I don't know. That looked like a reach to me, and they got away with it.
Yeah. Did look like that.
That's the second time tonight, including the girls' game, where somebody's reached in, pushed somebody, and they stuttered their feet. I mean, they didn't do it on their own. Wazorek past the half-court line, goes over to Dove. Dove now goes to dribble drive. He'll kick it out, and then Quentin Amsden. Are you serious? And they're going to call a blocking foul on Quentin Amsden.
That's going to be his first, team's third.
So biggest thing here, Coleman inbounds to Fisher, on to Doyle. Doyle quickly on over. Coleman will go against Yates. Coleman to Fisher up top. Quickly to Doyle, and Oviedo tries to come in there and wisely pulls his hands back. Fisher now, Bules out there on him, trying to force that ball to come away. Doyle will travel. Oh, they're going to say Dove got him with the push on the screen. Illegal screen there. So right here, okay, so this is the thing you build off on. Okay, something good has happened our way. Go down, and now, like you said, Gavin, kick him in the mouth.
Or slap and kick.
Slap and kick, either way. Oviedo fade away. Can't get that friendly bounce to drop. The lid has been sealed tight down there on Triton's end thus far. Coleman to Wazorek. Wazorek to Doyle. And Amsden's going to get him again.
That's going to be his second.
So Tommy Gozy checks in. As Wazorek receives the inbound, we'll see what Triton can do with this defense. Wazorek goes up and off the glass and in for two. Yates now with the basketball. Quickly up to Amsden. Amsden goes baseline. He'll go up strong and can't get the lay-in to drop. Fisher now on over to Doyle. Doyle to Gozy. On to Wazorek. Back to Fisher. Kicks it back. Quickly to Coleman. Coleman goes baseline. Got away with a push there on Heckaman. Doyle with it, and he'll travel, pulls that pivot put on the pass. And Dill will check in for Wazorek. Also checking back in will be good, as Fisher will get a break. So this big lineup, this big long lineup's been hurting Triton thus far for them on the offensive end. Yates keeps that pivot foot planted. Heckaman now is going to go, puts the ball on the floor, goes down to Yates. He's going to try to go to Amsden. Amsden can't buy a basket. Triton cannot buy a basket down on the offensive end at all. Dill pulls back, goes to Gozy. Deep two for him. It's in. And LaVille simply cannot miss on the offensive side. Quickly up to Amsden. He'll try a three. Puts it in.
Good job for him to get down before defense could get wide open for the three-point shot and open it up for Triton.
They may have to take a playbook out of the early 2000 New Jersey Nets and just do everything they can to score in transition.
Yeah.
And a travel by Coleman as Westafer will check in for Quentin Amsden.
Yeah, we're 2 of 9 from the floor shooting compared to 12 of 16 to LaVille.
So Yates now goes to Bules. Bules now going against Good. Heckaman gets the up fake, tries to lose the defender. Get him a new pair of ankles after that one. Oviedo now on the drive. They're going to go with the blocking foul on Dill, I believe. That'll be on Dill. It'll be the 15th foul for LaVille. Yates now to inbound. Triton needs to get moving. They can't be standing still. That's what I think the movement. They're just kind of playing back on their heels.
Yeah.
Heckaman gets a good look inside, up and in for the big man.
Good job for them to get points down low there, showing we can shoot from both areas now.
Yates jumps in and intercepts. Here they go on the fast break. Dill running him down from behind. Yates goes up strong with the basketball, puts it in.
Really good job for us to get that defensive takeaway, get points quick. Doing really better job on defense.
Big thing for Triton. Keep believing in those plays, because right there was 2 good possessions back to back. Gozy with it. Doyle now. As we hit the halfway mark here of the second quarter. Dill now goes to work. Kicks it back. Goes to Coleman. He'll go with the dribble drive. Kicks it on over to Doyle.
Triton's doing a lot better job of getting through screens, not allowing their man to get around and get wide open shot.
The defense has really tightened up. They're not giving them an inch where they were kind of had some separation earlier. And nice job by Bules to slap it away. And it'll go out on LaVille. Now right there, that's the kind of thing you want to see from your smaller players. That's where advantage comes in. With Bules having that lower center of gravity, and when Good went to go up with it, all Jared had to do was just put his hands out. And that was a good job by him to get there. Now Hunter McIntyre. So we're going to lose a little bit of height here. So playing with a little bit more of that smaller lineup, Triton's going to have to find a good way. Now, I mean, this is where the screens are going to have to be. You're going to have to, when you get a good look, take it. You can't wait. The inside game's not going to work. This is where Yates driving to the basket, Oviedo driving, and McIntyre's going to have to hang on to the basketball. That's the kind of thing right there. As Good comes in with the double team, he'll go up and in. But with the small ball lineup, you have to find a way to work that ball in against these bigger guys. So that's a perimeter shot. You're going to have to be moving without the basketball. You cannot play on your heels. Oviedo, Westafer, he dials. Good look by Westafer, but can't get it to drop. Wazorek now. Quickly past the half-court line. He'll kick it on over. Good's alone in the corner. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Dill. And Dill will throw it into the empty seats on the far side.
Good job by trying to make LaVille make a mistake there, get the ball back for us. Give us another opportunity to get closer.
So quick break for Heckaman as McIntyre comes out. Coach Groves giving a quick instruction to Yates. So right there, you keep an eye on Goodsman. If you can play away from Good just a little bit on the defensive side, he's really initiating a lot of those turnovers. Oviedo.
Nope.
Yep,
he stuttered when he caught the ball.
And a turnover there. Would have counted.
Yeah.
Still a long way to go. Triton can climb back their way into this team's a hard-working team. Get back up on your toes, lower your shoulder, and drive through that bulldog that you're fighting right now. Dill dials long range in the corner. Too strong. Rebound, Oviedo. Now here he goes. He's going to kick on the turbo. Oviedo spins to the basket, puts it in. Right there, Gavin, small ball lineup. That's what the Nets used to do back in the early 2000s. They were not a big team. They didn't really have that big guy, but that's what they did, and the Knicks used to do that well there in the late 90s. They would just accelerate and score on the fast break.
Yeah. It was like Jason Kidd time with that, dude.
Right? That's exactly right. Oh, my goodness.
He waited till – now he – okay. Waited till the ball missed, and then he said it was on the floor.
Okay, they will not call it after the shot. Okay. So Gardner and Amsden checking in as Westafer comes out with that foul. Both teams with 5 team fouls. Coach Edison calling out the defensive front from his own side. Wazorek now works it over. Fisher to Good. Yates comes in and takes it away. Tyson Yates on the fast break goes up and in. Right there. Like I said, early 2000s Nets. This is what the guys are going to need to climb back in as they now trail by 15.
Really good job staying in the passing lane there, just picking it straight off.
Dill now with the basketball. Goes to Wazorek. Goes cross court to Dill. Amsden slow to get back there on it, but he'll slap away and he'll get it called in the reach. Kind of wrap that left arm around. I think that's where they called the context. He did have all ball, but he did wrap around on that side.
So now that's going to be his third. So you can see he'll definitely be out for the rest of this half.
Keegan Westafer now coming in, as Bules will as well, and Yates will come out. That's always the gamble you take with having a team putting so many players back on the JV side. It's just kind of a risk you take. Wazorek. Illegal screen there, and they're going to call it. 3-second violation on the Lancers. So here we go. Small victory. Let's capitalize on it now. Oviedo now with the basketball. Still out there on him. Oviedo, now the countdown started. Westafer now, final minute in the second quarter. Westafer goes on the drive, trying to get separation against Dill. Westafer leans in for the shot. Heckaman with the putback, gets his own rebound, knocks it away to Wazorek. Quickly up to Good, and he gets out in a drop.
Good hustle by Jared, try to get down there and stop him, just didn't have enough.
Oviedo, he'll step into a three. Can't get that one, might have got a piece of it. And it's going to go off of Heckaman.
Good job by Ashton not to be scared to shoot it. You had the big man coming right on top of him. He tried to get it up there anyway.
Oviedo's going to come out, and Yates will come in. Wazorek, Fisher, Dill, Good, and Dove out there for the Lancers. Yates, Bules, Gardner, Heckaman, and Westafer out there for Triton. Now right here, that's what I would say. I'd switch Yates out there on the ball handler, and I'd go out there and I'd 10 seconds just attacking. Goes to Good. Back to Fisher. Yates taking away Wazorek. Westafer out on Dill. Back to Wazorek. They're running out of time. Dill at the buzzer. Can't get that one to drop. And that's the end of the first half, 32-15. LaVille's out in front. I don't think I want to be in that locker room here in the conversation right now.
The manager want to go down and get little tidbits?
I can't.
All right, for the Trojans, Yates leading the way with 5 points, Amsden with 4, Oviedo and Heckaman and Westafer all have 2 points. Amsden having 3 fouls there, Oviedo having 2, and Westafer having a single one. For LaVille, Wazorek 7, Good 7, Dill 7, Fisher with 5, Dove with 4, and then Dove having those 2 fouls, and then Fisher, Dill, and Good all having a single foul. Big thing here for the team there, the Trojans 2 of 4 free throws, 0-1 for LaVille, but then to the 2 and 3 point range there, you add those all up there. LaVille's shooting really great from outside there, 14 of 21, and the turnovers are amazingly for our count tied at 8.
Thank you. So there we go. Tough first half for those guys with those 8 turnovers.
I say
LaVille has 9.
He's got official count has 9.
Official count, but they had those 6 steals there early on, really hurt Triton. And the points off turnovers, LaVille's got 11 points off of turnovers, but out rebounding the Trojans 16-4. But Triton, the big story is 35% from the floor, only 1 of 5 from beyond the arc. And Triton's gonna have to tighten up here in this second half, get themselves under control that composure, and we'll see what they can do here in the second half. While they take a break, we'll take a break here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Be back after halftime. All right, welcome back, Triton Trojan fans. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Gavin, Greer, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. As the Trojans trail here at halftime at Dale Cox Gymnasium for the TCU Bi-County Tournament. Gavin, what are they going to have to do to come back in this one?
You're going to have to start pulling shots, come up, transition, try to shoot up, do like Curry or Lillard. Just shoot it right off the bat, not let the defense get ready to cover you.
You can't let the defense get set. I think that's where they're going to have to do it, is that surprise offense, especially if Yates has it and he has a head of steam, go.
Yeah.
Tyler, I mean, if he gets an open look, got to hit him early. And Tyler's a guy, I think he's going to play away from the basket here a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. And defense, they just need to come out with more intensity like they are right here. Need to be right on top of them, face guarding the whole time. Can't let them get around the screens. They have to just fight their way through everything.
And they got to be kicking it into gear, chasing that screen. Now, right there, Tyler Heckaman with the steal. Now Yates now quickly up. We'll let that half-court offense set. Yates trying to find a place to go. Goes to Heckaman. Big man dials long range. And gets it to go in. 3 ball for Tyler Heckaman. That's what I said, away from the basket. And right there, Tyler Heckaman uses that nice shooting ability he has and gets that one to drop. Dove with it now. Big thing for Triton, keep up on your toes. Wazorek to Fisher. Finds Dill. Bules closes on him, hurrying, gets a piece of it. Dill's got to throw it back in, finds Dove. Nice job by Oviedo to get a hand up on Fisher. Now Westafer's going to have to watch good because they're going to, like I said, they got to fight through those screens. Good to Dove. Quickly to Wazorek. Yates closes out in a hurry. Wazorek's got to spin out of trouble. Goes to Fisher. He'll adjust and go up and can't get it to drop. Putback's no good. Rebound. It's going to go off of Bules, they say.
They did a better job at staying in front of their man there and getting through the screens, not giving them good opportunity outside to get the shot up.
And big thing there, you've got to go and get the board. You can't wait for it. You have got to go get it. And for trying to come back into this one, they've got to want it. They've got to, that ball is there. They've got to be hungry, and they've got to go after and eat that ball. Wazorek gets it knocked away from Yates. Fisher recovers. Dove gets the hot pass. They're going to get a foul on what? A foul on Bules. Okay.
That's going to be Jared's first. Team's first this half.
Fisher now on the right wing. Goes to Dill. Bules on him. Dove with it now. Goes to Fisher, top the key. Fisher to Wazorek in the corner. Triton doing a great job closing out on the shooters here in the second half. Dill with the hand in the face, and he falls after the shot on his own, and he'll hit a 3 with the hand in his face.
Jared did a really good job at closing out there. Just not enough to throw off Andrew.
Oviedo gets it as Dill overshoots it. Oviedo drives to the basket and attacks right there. You see an open lane, take it and go. Wazorek now. Up, no good. Rebound, Heckaman. Grandma liked that one. Yates now drives. Gets it knocked away. Dove on the attack. Goes to good. Oviedo closes out in a hurry. And Tyson Yates comes in and intercepts. Yates now goes up strong, and Heckaman, it's going to go out.
Good job by Tyson. Uses speed there. In the locker room, coach is telling them they had to play faster. So they knows that they're faster than what they were in the first half. They just got to show that second now.
So trying here, okay, adjust. We quite didn't get what we had there. Go back down and kick him in the teeth. Oviedo gets a good screen from Heckaman. Oviedo gets it tipped away from behind. It's going to stay here with Triton. Coleman's going to come in for good. Okay, so they're going to pull away a shooter, so Quentin Amsden can come in now with those 3 fouls. He's got to be smart.
That's not us.
I was going to say, like, what? I'm not hearing things. Yates now to inbound. Looking for somebody, goes up top to Westafer. Nice job by him to call for the ball. Westafer's going to drive. He'll go up strong, and 1 for 2. Oh, my goodness. Keegan Westafer.
Really good job from getting shot up with the contact and finish falling out.
And that's going to be on Coleman.
It'll be his first.
Strong play from the man with the strong haircut. Hey, it's growing on me. I like it.
A couple of them got some haircuts.
Hey, McIver would be proud. He kind of looks like McIver there. He called for it, called his own number. Westafer gets the three-point play. Wazorek now. Goes to Fisher, to Coleman. Goes to Wazorek now. Wazorek against Yates, and Yates is going to get called for the reach. Now, one thing I'm looking down here, Gavin, by looking at them versus our guys, it looks like LaVille's gassed here in the early going this circuit, near the midway point. Wazorek is breathing pretty hard.
It did come out really hard, run fast the whole first quarter.
Dill mishandles, goes to Coleman. Coleman looking for Dove down low, goes to Wazorek.
Good job by Tyson, get through that double screen, get right on top of the man.
Dove goes, they're going to get Heckaman with the foul. Might have got him with the body there. So that's going to send Dove to the line. Only free throw attempt of the night was by him, and he missed the first one. And he continues to do so there with the second.
So they can shoot from the field, but they can't shoot free throws.
You know, I looked at a shot chart. I'll have to show you after the game, Gavin, about the difference between now and how it used to be. There's hardly any shots inside the arc. Well, he adjusted there, I'm going to drop, and everything's all beyond the arc. It's all red beyond the arc.
Was it the NBA one?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yates now with the basketball. Past the half-court line. He's going to work back. Finds Heckaman. Oviedo's alone on the far side. Heckaman doesn't see him, but he goes up and puts it in. So Triton fighting back here. The Trojans will not back down.
Doing a lot better at playing stronger here, showing them that we're still in this game.
They played tough teams. They could learn mental fortitude in those couple games they played. Plymouth, Northwood, two very tough teams. John Glenn. These guys have learned they're not going to go down without a fight. And that's awesome to see from these guys. Another block. And that's a dangerous fourth foul for Quentin Amsden. Send John Gardner in for him. As good will check in for Dill.
Looked like he stepped on his foot, made him fall.
That's kind of what I thought.
He was just moving along in front of him.
So unfortunately, that's a huge blow to the Trojans. Okay, so just readjust. There's that push on Triton, and that's going to send Fisher to the line. Foul's going to be on Westafer.
That's going to be his second.
Fisher now sets. Gets the first one to drop. And Fisher gets that one to go.
You have the battle of the baselines.
Could very well be. Oviedo goes to Yates on the right side. Go up top to Heckaman. Hands off to Gardner. Gardner goes to Oviedo. Oviedo gets out of trouble there. Tries to go to Heckaman, but Wazorek cuts off the pass lane.
That's a good use of the handoffs on offense. Really gave them opportunity to try to get their shooters open.
Yep. Oh, I'm surprised Fisher didn't get called for a foul there, running into Oviedo the way he did. Gardner goes to Heckaman. He's going to get fouled by Dove.
So Dove, that's going to be his third.
So Gozy checks in now for the Lancers. Wazorek gets a tip on the pass in the inbound. Good on the drive, up and in. Yates now with the basketball, goes left. Hands off to Westafer. Wazorek's on him. Westafer needs to go and attack like he did earlier. He's going to do it. Hands off to Heckaman. Heckaman gets popped there. Him and Fisher find for Yates now on the attack. Yates loses it. Fade away for him. Can't get it to drop.
Real good job for Tyler and Tyson to fight for the ball there, try to keep it alive.
Coleman now with it. Goes to Wazorek. To Gozy. To Good for three. Drops.
We'll have two timeouts left now after Groves takes this one. Full timeout.
Coach Groves and the official having a talk out here about the foul that occurred, that there was no call. He's wanting an explanation because LaVille's getting away with a lot of contact.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Thunder strikes, I agree. Because sometimes he says, I mean, there's sometimes enough, at least questionable calls, and one way to get the team woke up might be a technical foul. You know, to kind of get your team fired up. They need something big like that to happen. That used to happen. You used to see a lot of that happen in the 90s where guys would get fired up, and that was what fired a team up. Because the coach comes up now. You see last night how the JV got fired up and certain plays that they had. The big thing for Coach Groves, I mean, if these guys want to get back in this one, they have got to light a fire, and they got to get one burning hot quick because 20 points down with less than a quarter and a half to play. That's a very good observation. I like that. I like that a lot.
And not one of those technical fouls that he got at Glenn that didn't even know what he really did. Yeah.
So lineup's unchanged. Doyle checking in for LaVille. Yates to Westafer in the corner. Fisher is going to get a foul on what?
Heckaman, that's going to be his second, team sixth.
Wazorek now with the basketball. He'll work up past the half-court line. Goes to Doyle on the right wing. Doyle to Gozy. Tipped by Heckaman. Gardner comes in to steal and very smartly looks where he was going before he threw it. Oviedo trying to go somewhere. Hands off to Yates. Yates now. Heckaman. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness.
Cannot get anything to drop.
That was a great play. So big thing is, don't hang your head on that. That was a great play. Shot for Wazorek, no good. Rebound, Oviedo tries to fight for it, but Heckaman comes in, and they're going to get LaVille with the foul. Oh, hey, if you're going to call it down here, call it down there. As officials will switch places, the call's starting to even out.
Yep, Fisher did pick up his second foul.
Oh, and Yates passes it to Oviedo, miscommunication, throws it away. Wazorek, Fisher now to drive. He'll go up. Heckaman wisely falling away. Here comes the speed. Fisher comes in. Triple team. Someone's got to be open. Yates to Heckaman. Got Keegan alone in the corner. Heckaman the hook. Westafer comes in to help and knocks it to Oviedo. Oviedo to drive, goes up, Wazorek comes in and blocks it.
That was a strong block.
Good play by Wazorek. Dove checks in. Fisher comes out. Yates to Westafer. Back to Yates in the corner. Heckaman trying to get position down low. Yates now trying to find somewhere to go with it. Getting near, really close to that half-court line. Yates now caught in the corner. Goes to Oviedo. 15 seconds. Yates now. Back to Heckaman. Heckaman picks up his dribble. Goes away and throws away. Miscommunication. And I believe, is that 4?
That's 4.
So trying their 4th timeout.
I don't believe LaVille's taken a single one.
So Triton battled back, looked good there in the early goings of the third quarter. Won that second quarter, was leading for most of the third quarter in points. LaVille just took it back. So LaVille matching Triton blow for blow here.
Oh, I do get a second here. Like I said, didn't catch it earlier. Tomorrow night, the boys JV will play at 8 o'clock back here in this gym. The JV side of it, you have to win to keep on playing. The girls will be Thursday night back in this gym, also an 8 o'clock time start. And then boys varsity, win or lose, will be Friday night, 8 o'clock, either this gym or the other gym.
Zork misses the buzzer beater. Gavin, fourth quarter. Big 8 minutes coming up. A 20-0 run is almost too much to ask for.
You just want to come out, put some points on the board, and show that you didn't give up. You're just playing for pride now.
And that's one thing, is play for pride, because you're going to face these guys here in a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for these guys to come out, win this fourth quarter, win the morale. Right there, that thing right there is going to be huge. I think if you can come out and win that quarter, Triton's got a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And the scoreboard just shut off.
No, I think they're dancing.
Kind of messes up our.
I guess we're the Falcons now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I think they got something messed up down there in the corner.
Has there been any score updates for the other games playing tonight?
Not for the boys yet. So Gavin, for me, like you said, 20 points. The guy's here now. These are one of those moments you got to learn.
Mm-hmm.
This is a moment where if you can stand tall, come back, climb back in, make them work in this fourth quarter, and wear them out like you did in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Wear them out. Outplay them in the second quarter like you did. If they can come out and do this here, this is going to make this team stronger going forward.
Yeah.
Right now, do you worry about right now? Yes, it's important, but I'd worry a little more down the road as well.
Mm-hmm. Right now, you just have to have each other's backs and just go out there and play for each other, play for your coaches, play for the fans that have been supporting you all game long. Give them a little bit of a show for the rest of it.
And Oviedo gets a rare empty look from beyond the arc as Dill now gets up past the half-court line. Dill now goes. Yeah, Westafer knocks it away. Yates trying to fight for it. Yates to Westafer, and he'll get fouled. And Keegan will go to the line.
Well, it's not a bi-county score, but Pioneer girls are at North Judson tonight, and currently Pioneer is up 66-62
So
on the Blue
there.
Jays.
North Judson has a pretty good girl on their team, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
What did we look earlier? North Judson was 16-1.
Yes.
Girls.
I think Bruce Johnson was telling me about how much she's scoring. I think he said she's like scoring 25 a game.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the girls did win earlier with LaVille.
Yes. Off the front iron, no good. Quickly to Wazorek. He kicks on the Jets, goes clear across to good from the corner. And he gets it to drop. That gives him 15 points on the night. Oviedo, he'll drive. Nice move to the basket and gets the friendly roll. Wazorek goes to Dill. Misses off the mark, and we're going to get a foul. It's going to go to Triton. Foul's going to be on number 42, Gozy.
Going to be his second.
Bules checks in for Westafer, who takes a break.
62-66, North Judson over
The Pioneers
Pioneers
on top.
over, yep. With what, 6
got
points?
6 seconds left.
6 seconds left.
Heckaman on top to Bules. Goes to Yates on the left wing. Yates now at the drive. Trying to find a way to attack. Goes up strong and tries to draw the foul. Can't get it. And it's a fight for the basketball. Far pass for Westafer. Amsden wisely puts on the brakes. Westafer steps back in for three. No good. Rebound Yates. And they're going to get LaVille with the reach.
Zorik's going to pick up his first foul. That gets team fouls up to 6, both for Triton and LaVille.
So Gavin, little miscues like that for LaVille, kind of getting a little overconfident. Triton can capitalize on those and claw a little bit here. Oviedo pulls up. Nice adjustment there to pull up for that jumper. Westafer goes to Good. Bules gets a piece of it. Dill now to Good, to Dove. Zork pulls back. Oviedo knocks it away. So Triton in there, they're getting a piece of it. No look past the Dove. Dove gets an empty look, and Heckaman's got him with the foul.
Foul number 33, Tyler Heckaman.
So Heckaman's going to pick up his third foul.
Okay, I do have a update from Oregon Davis boys. John Glenn is up 26-4 after the first period, so they got a little bit later start since they're on a different time.
Winner of this game plays the winner of that game up there.
Do the losers play then?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Yep, losers will play at 8 o'clock in the other gym on Friday night.
Okay.
So Heckaman now top the key. Heckaman goes over with Zork, intercepts. They're on the fast break now. No look pass to Good, up, no good. Rebound, and it's going to be Oviedo and Heckaman with the rebound. Yates now, or excuse me, Amsden with it now. He'll go. Goes to Yates in the corner. Yates with the up fake. Gives it to Heckaman. To Oviedo. Dials long range. In and out. Knocked away. Dove gets the rebound. Quickly back to Westafer.
Oviedo's just not good tonight out there, 0-4.
Everybody's kind of having a hard time buying a bucket there on the far side. Or on our side anyway. Dill now goes to Fisher. To Dove, back to Westafer. He's straight away with Oviedo. Good to Fisher. As we near the halfway mark here, the fourth quarter, LaVille's out in front. Dill to Dove. Westafer goes up to Dove. Alley-oop, no good. And Heckaman fighting for the rebound, and Yates comes away with it. Yates gets knocked away by Westafer. Took his eyes off the basketball just for a moment, enough for Westafer to get a piece of it. Oviedo walks a tightrope along that half-court line. Behind the back dribble, kicks to Bules. Bules goes, tipped away, knocks it back to Amsden, down low to Yates. Over to Oviedo. Oviedo drives. Up to Yates. We're going to call a blocking foul on Dill.
On the other side of the boys bracket, got a final at Argus, New Prairie over the Dragons, 61-37.
So New Prairie's a pretty good team this year. What I've heard, they're pretty decent.
Argus isn't as good as they were last year.
They lost a little bit, but no,
Yeah,
like I said,
losing Kende, that's big.
yeah, but don't count them out. They beat this LaVille team.
They did?
Argus beat LaVille.
How much?
It wasn't by much.
Oh.
It was an overtime, I do believe. You double check.
They'll eventually play here too for Valley County, right? All the games come here.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody comes here. Heckaman tries to go with the putback. Can't get the foul there. Yes, Argus won 60-57. 2 overtimes.
Huh.
Wazorek up and no good. Rebound, Quentin Amsden. Q now on the attack. With a head of steam, goes up strong, and then they're going to get a charge.
And he is grimacing.
Oh, no. Q's a tough guy.
That's his 5th.
Athletic trainer Eric Callahan's going to take a look at him.
At least he's up and walking. That's a good sign.
Q is tough. I'm telling you right now, he's one of the toughest guys I know. Was one of my favorites when I first started doing this 2 years ago. Gozy goes to Fisher. Fisher to Coleman. Back to Doyle. Fisher now. Adjusts and gets it to drop. Oh, and miscommunication between Gardner and Yates.
Substitution number 34, Keegan Westafer.
And McIntyre will also check in, and Heckaman gets a break. Doyle now goes to Fisher, back to Wazorek, onto the far side to Coleman. Coleman to Fisher. 2.5 remaining. Fisher now. Westafer gets a piece, so they're going to give him with the reach.
So that's going to pick Westafer's his 3rd. That gets Triton up to 9 fouls, so the next foul will put them in the double bonus.
Yates comes out, Gardner comes in. Wazorek comes out as Dill comes in for the Lancers. Good, Fisher trying not to lean over the line there on the missed free throw shot. Westafer goes to Oviedo. Oviedo pull-up jumper off the front iron, no good, rebound Fisher. Dill now, and he'll get the travel. What did he say?
I think we got tennis.
We got.
We did.
You can speak for that one, right, Gavin?
They have 3 players on their team, but we beat each and every one of them.
We got golf. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy, I tell you. Westafer on the left wing. Bules now. Goes to Gardner. Gardner to Oviedo. Oviedo against Doyle. And we get a foul there on the reach. And Nelson Oviedo the line for 1-1. Hey, we also got girls basketball.
Yeah.
We beat them both times this year.
Mm-hmm.
Without the Swiss Army knife.
Yeah. She played the first game though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oviedo can't get that one to drop. Dove can't get that one to drop, and Gardner with the rebound. John Gardner now. Oh,
he's okay.
Okay.
Only had 1 point across. Not you got to get all 3 to get the.
And Bules travels there.
Unofficially, I have that for Trojans as 17 turnovers, but LaVille does have 13.
Still now, we're going to get a foul on Gardner. So big things for these guys to take away. Okay, we faced a tough team. Gavin,
did.
One thing, if you're down there as a senior, yes, this was a tough loss. This was kind of a heartbreaking loss. The guys, they battled hard. Offense couldn't quite get the shots to drop. As a senior, what would you be telling the guys down there on the bench as far as after this one in the locker room to keep them up and going?
Season's not over. This just shows how much harder we have to play the rest of the season. We have to play them again. Is it 2 weeks from now? 3 weeks?
Valentine's Day weekend.
That'll be our homecoming game. We'll have to play super tough against them.
Oh, that's right. And that's the game that you guys are going to have to learn how to set it up.
Oh, boy, this will be interesting. Set up, talk, and do it all.
This game's going to be a teaching lesson for sectionals. If we want to win this year, we're going to have to play tougher than we've had all year.
And that's where I deal with the sectionals. I mean, you're going to have to be able to play physical teams, top bigger teams.
Mm-hmm.
Gardner goes to McIntyre. Hot pass to Westafer. He adjusts and gets it to drop. Nice job by Keegan to adjust there. Dill now with it. Trying to burn the clock here. 14 seconds. Big thing for Triton here. You know, come back Friday night and give Oregon Davis everything and put it into him. Oviedo with a nice adjustment and gets it to drop. Oviedo keeps his straight string of double digits with that one, and that's the end of the ball game. 53-34, LaVille wins. I might go down. We'll see an interview. If not, we'll be right back, and Kenny will have stats for you.
I'm not sure if they did or not.
Andy, is that on?
The boys will advance to the semifinal. It was played here at the DLE Cox Gymnasium on Friday. Test.
All right, there. We can get up there for the Trojans, leading the way there at Oviedo with 10, Westafer with 8, Heckaman with 7, Yates 5, Amsden with 4. For LaVille, Good with 15, Dill with 12, Fisher with 9, Lazoric with 7, and Dove with 7. And team stats, and the scoreboard's messing us up there, but free throws there 4 of 9 with LaVille, 5 of 9. 2-pointers, 12 of 28 for Trojans, 13-25 for LaVille. 2 of 9 3-pointers, the 7 of 17 for LaVille, and the 17 to 13 on the turnovers here. So Andy's going to see about if Groves might want to do an interview here tonight there, and then if we don't, we'll come back either way and tell you which way we're going to go. So hang on.
All right, Trojan fans, that ends it here for tonight for the boys. They'll be back in action on Friday, but tune in tomorrow night as the JV boys will get ready to take on for a rematch against John Glenn. I was talking to Cole McKinney. These guys are ready to go to come back for that rematch. And until tomorrow night, Trojan fans, remember the Trojan way.